It's crunch time. Well, I think it's a little dramatic. It's fine.
Put on your wetsuit and enjoy Tiny Eddie's Raisin-in-a-Jar.
Raisin singular.
I know. I'm also. Put on your wetsuit.
I gotta get one.
It's a very tiny jar. It's a very tiny jar that holds a single raisin. Honestly, that might be one of my favorite products so far. Morning, everybody. There's 1,000 bits from Disaster Lives in Me. Woo, 15 months, but also ugh. I start a new job on Saturday, and as it is a mix of graveyard/early morning shift, I'm currently adjusting my sleep schedule. I've been awake since 10 a.m. yesterday in an effort to do this all in one go. I also had my driving exam yesterday and passed on my first try, so glad I no longer require a passenger. Well, congrats on that.
Yeah, and a new job, even though the shift sounds awful.
Yeah, and I mean, if you can do it in one go, that's the way to do it. It's difficult. If you can do it that way, then yeah, that's what I recommend as well. Anyway, I hope that the raisin in a jar helps make the adjustment a little bit easier. Oh, hi, bud. You coming up?
For a limited time only. Tiny Eddie's Beef Soup Wafers.
Also from Disaster Lives Me. My great-grandmother turned 101 last Friday and apparently forgot it was even her birthday. For someone who didn't want to make it past 98 because her husband died, she's doing surprisingly well. Well, that's good. Also, I relate a little bit to that because I frequently forget my birthday is coming up.
Yeah.
There's been some times I forgot my actual birthday. I presume that it gets worse the older I get. I've talked before about how I definitely forget how old I am.
I had to answer how old I was yesterday, and I had to pull up a calculator.
Well,
because I couldn't remember which number I was.
It's only going to get worse, which is super exciting. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, as you can see, we're still downstairs. We just haven't moved things. We're going to. Like, tomorrow night's stream will be upstairs again. Partially because, like, we don't got all the stuff to do the stuff. We actually could. We could do it downstairs, but like, If we don't get things put away by tomorrow, then like, what are we doing?
Well, we started cleaning upstairs because upstairs is hard to clean with all the equipment up there because there's a lot of cables and everything.
Yeah.
And everything had to come down here for Extra Life. So on Tuesday night, we cleaned a lot upstairs. We still have to vacuum. And you can see here, this white stuff behind us is part of the couch without the cover on it.
Yeah.
So we washed a bunch of stuff, and I'm working my way through washing more of the couch. And we just haven't put it back together because I finished washing the upstairs couch stuff yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Upstairs hasn't been like deep cleaned in a really, really long time because there's cables everywhere and we're constantly using that room as a production room, so like you don't get very many opportunities to be like, all right, we're really going to get in there and vacuum and do all the stuff because you can't, you always need everything hooked up. So the one time a year where things aren't hooked up is a really good opportunity to like finally get in there and take care of things. So it's actually kind of nice. Glad it's getting cleaned.
A grouchy end to a wet brush. Tiny Eddie's birthday maple fingers.
Are you grouchy because it was wet?
Well, you were wet because you put on the wetsuit to enjoy your Raisin-in-a-Jar. Now you've taken off your wetsuit, but you're still moist, and you're feeling a little grouchy. But that's okay because you've got birthday maple fingers. Also, I'm assuming it's just coincidence that Starbloom Faye says it's my 25th birthday, and the Tiny Eddie alert had birthday in it, because that's actually kind of nuts. Because there's like a huge plethora of words that could be.
Yeah.
Neat. Tiny Eddie, what will I have as a treat? Birthday maple fingers. Again, appropriate.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Maple fingers sound delicious.
Yeah, like ladyfinger cookies, but maple flavored.
Maple anything.
I know.
I've always loved maple stuff. I've talked before about how that's actually like one of my favorite donuts. If you go to a place and they have like a donut,
Yeah.
God, I love the vanilla cream, which is too sweet for you.
Yes.
You can't eat it. That's okay, I'll eat them. And then maple.
Maple is good.
Maple bacon is also good. Bacon anything is good. You put bacon on a towel, I could probably eat it. But maple
Ew.
bacon is a good flavor combo. Jam reminds me. Happy 10th anniversary of the Steve Jobs biography book. Yeah, Armored Frog had posted in Discord last night that it was the 10th anniversary. And I posted a GIF of George Costanza just kind of looking around and then very slowly backing out Jerry's doorway and closing the door behind him. You know, I never read that book, but I did look at the cover for a long time. So anyway,
Sun is real bright.
yeah, well, I was wondering when the sun was going to come in. There it is. This is coming in now. It's fine. You'll just get, you got a special glow today. How about that?
Put down that video game and pick up Tiny Eddie's gluten-free coconut and apple munchies.
You don't tell me what to do, Tiny Eddie. That's 1,000 from LB. Now I want to test this. It's not my birthday, but we shall see what treat Tiny Eddie gets me. Yeah, it is actually random.
Hi, sweetheart. Come
The
here.
fact that Starbloom Faye got birthday and birthday together was coincidental, but neat. Anyway, put down that video game. Get them gluten-free coconut and apple munchies. Again, that doesn't sound bad.
Come on.
Sometimes we get real things. I also the bar is really low for what sounds good. When Tiny Eddie is like, why don't you blend a hyena? You know, when you get all these things that are just insane, when you finally get something that sounds even relatively normal, you're like, wow, he did it. He really did it. It's funny. 37 months from Crunchy Face. 18 months from Berry Crepes. 15 months from Disaster Lives in Me. 33 months from Lunar Pearl. 13 from Tiniest of Kitties. 23 from Ninja. 27 from Bored Turtle. 38 from Danny X6, 34 from Angemin, 85, 11 months from Nomi Bookworm, 1984, 19 months from Pete Cow, 14 months from Speed Lunky. We have 300 bits from Diddy Eggs, who says, finished replaying Donkey Kong Country 2, and here are the results. I only had 8 deaths, but if you combined the best of my first and second runs, there was only 4 deaths. Lots of me going, why'd I die there? I mean, you do have to, I guess, deal with some jankiness, some video game jankiness. Every video game has some jank. It's just the degree of jank that you deal with. And yeah, there's going to be times in for like Super Nintendo games or any sprite-based games, sometimes the hitboxes are different than they appear.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, don't feel like that was fair, but I guess I'm dead now. So.
What are you after?
Diddy says, if you had me do this with Sonic 2, I'd have 0 deaths. Was there a time in your life you could get through Sonic with no deaths?
I might be able to still. The last boss is the hardest because you don't get any rings.
Yeah. Because I was about to say, I was like, yeah, but the end boss.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing through it with you, and I feel like you did well like the whole time, but then the end boss is like, you could die. You could die. Basuna says, is that a challenge? I don't know. What was the I said? I said I could play through Donkey Kong Country 1 with no deaths?
Yeah.
That's probably a lie.
What are you looking? Calm
Probably
down,
well.
Kepler. Wilo says, I think your glasses are reflecting light. Maybe. He's seeing something like that.
Whew, I'm still waking up. Well, collectively, our sleep schedule since Extra Life has been a little wild.
Especially yours.
Especially, well, yeah, because Mao has, we've had different philosophies, I think is what's happened. Because Mao's philosophy is stay up until the end of the day.
Until bedtime.
My philosophy is, I am dying, and then just going to bed at any given point. So I've been taking multiple naps each day. And sometimes they're at times when you would not normally take a nap. So like as an example, last night at 9:30 p.m., I took a nap. And that's not something that most people would do, but I did it. And you know what? It was fine. It was fine. I mean, I guess you have to know yourself too. Like if you're someone that, you know, if you took a nap at 9:30, because I took a nap at 9:30 p.m. and when I was laying down, Mal was like, "Are you sure this is a good idea?" Because she didn't lay down; she was working on stuff. And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm gonna set an alarm for midnight." I said, "But I'll be up before then." And I did. I woke up at 11:57. So like my body was like, "Okay, get up," and I was like, "All right." And then I worked until 2, and then I went to bed and I slept till the morning. So like, it's going all right. It's just I've been exhausted in a way that I didn't expect. Basically, since Extra Life, really thought that I would be more like I would recover more quickly, and I'm realizing as I get older and older, I'm like, oh, this is hard. There's a lot of factors that are contributing to how you feel. It's not just a numerical thing. It's not just, I had 6 hours of sleep before Extra Life. And then, you know, I eventually went to bed and I got 6 hours and like, why is this? I should feel better. And it's like, no, there's like stress and anxiety and like so many other things. There's probably some degree of like staring at screens. So
yeah,
there's a billion other variables, and I'm in the process of fixing it, but we're doing things a little differently.
He's hanging off my arm. He has both paws over my arm, like up to his armpits.
He giving you a hug.
No.
He's just trying to get cozy.
No, he's after something.
Oh. Well.
Calm down. It's too early for that, Kepler.
I Spy Moose says, on Sunday after the stream, I had brekkie, and then I went to bed at 10:15. Woke up at 12:45 p.m. because my body hates me. However, that meant I was able to stay up until bed at around 10 p.m., and since then I've been taking a nap in the afternoon. So I'm extremely pro nap. You know, depending on if you're in a position where you can do it, because I know some people they either can't nap or they're because of their job or whatever, they obviously, well, sometimes even if you work on site, you can sneak a nap in. But I like the idea of doing that. For most people, you shouldn't nap after like what? 2 p.m. Like if you try and take a nap after 2 p.m., you get that prevents you from sleeping. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, after 2.
Okay. Because if you nap at a certain point, you just can't get back up.
Now, where are you going?
Do you need anything?
No, I'm fine. I had a piece of toast. I'm having a drink.
Okay.
I decided to go with water.
Okay, just checking on you. 14 months from Michaela JW. 4 months from Joe WTG, 16 from Grugs Pro, 22 from Ghosty Toasty, 19 from Diddy Eggs, 20 from Ken1 Noob, and Diddy Eggs gifted a sub to Silent Companion. I told myself I'd get myself some cereal.
Yeah, after alerts.
Yeah, so you're gonna talk to chat while I pour a milk. And anyway, eat the milk.
Drink a milk?
No, eat a milk. I chose my words carefully.
I disagree. A single milk, yes. He didn't want his cereal to get soft. So he poured out the cereal, but not the milk. Is it cold in South Carolina? Oh, I don't have my watch. It is 55 this morning. It's gonna be 73 today. And we got 60s and 70s all week. So it is cold for us. This is our fall weather. So it is chilly. And it will soon be colder. But I mean, we could have days in the 80s yet because that happens.
Finishing up the box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch today. Jeff, I think Jeff is the one that was primarily eating the cereal.
Yeah. Lindsay and Dan weren't over here early enough.
Mm-hmm. It is the CTC. And a bonus cereal.
Yes.
But I gotta eat the CTC first. We had 500 from Grugs Pro. It says, the Pikmin mobile game from Niantic launched in the US today. Seems pretty chill so far. Yeah, so this is something that had been announced kind of a long time ago.
Yeah.
Finally out. And I haven't played it or anything, but
I hear it plays exactly like Pokemon Go.
in what way?
I don't know. I didn't look. That's just what I saw.
Oh. No.
Okay.
It's like the idea. It almost it looks like it kind of promotes like good exercise habits. You basically walk around, and when you walk, you like as you're walking. I mean, you're not wrong, right? But like, there's a bunch of extra elements to Pokemon Go that aren't really in Pikmin. But you just walk around, and like as you walk, like Pikmin are with you, and that's it. That's the game. So it's kind of like a cute way to encourage
Movement.
But so is Pokemon Go, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna eat these.
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
Penguin Frog gifted a sub to Pod Save the Queen. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And 300 bits from Disaster Lives in Me. I'm so tired right now, but I need to stay up another 4 hours.
Knowing that you have a goal
Yeah.
will probably help. You know, just knowing that, oh, I only have to do 4 more hours.
Yeah.
As opposed to just aimlessly being awake and being like, oh God, when do I get to sleep? I wish you luck, because
Us
it
during
is
Extra
hard.
Life? Oh God, when do I get to sleep?
Oh.
We have a 38-month resub from BloopZ64. Thank you. Let's see. I've been editing. My videos are done with their first pass. I need you to do the B-roll. So I have a video coming out Saturday, and I'm super excited about it. There is lots of warm fall colors in it.
It's a very pretty picture.
Yeah.
I too am excited for folks to see it. And I think we can, like, Chaz also thinks it's good. Chaz saw it.
Thank you, Chess.
I think it's pretty reasonable that it'll absolutely be out Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Unless something goes terribly, terribly wrong.
It'd have to go very, very wrong. But, like, if the camera broke, we have multiple cameras, so it's not like...
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
That's kind of the one thing about equipment acquisition. Because I get that sometimes. People are like, man, you have so many cameras, you have so many... I'm like, yeah, but think about how long I've been doing this, you know? Like, you get something...
You gather things.
It's a slow process.
Yeah.
You know, no one goes out and it's like, I'm going to buy 10 cameras. It's like, no, you just... Over a slow period of time, you're like, okay, this will do this will do this, and then one day you're like, oh, you know, if something breaks, it's like, we got a lot of things to possibly replace it. We almost didn't use this camera for Extra Life. I actually threw around the idea of using the other camera, using the vlog camera.
Oh,
because it is very objectively a better camera, but I was like, we already know this works. This has a good history.
Yeah.
Also, to get XLR into the other one, you have to have that top handle thing.
Yeah.
And we don't need anything else blocking the
view of the
screen.
TV, yeah. We could have brought the bricks down and raised this TV.
No, we couldn't have. You know that's a lie.
Ah, H.264.
Cheers. Cheers to H.264. King of the internet for the last 10 years.
Oh, Thomas, we got your Halloween card. Thank you, guys.
We did. Were they in a coffin?
Yeah.
My brain couldn't remember if it was a coffin or a kiddie pool. I often get those two things very confused, I guess. And I was like, well, it's spooky Halloween time, so they were probably in a coffin. Maybe it was just a spooky kiddie pool.
It could be either if you try hard enough. I liked the Bruiser stand-in because it was outside and there was a plush black cat.
I don't remember that. I think I only saw Mal only like
It's on the fridge. You can go look later.
showed me for like a second, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it long.
He wasn't cooperating all.
Nothing wrong with having a stunt double. Mm-hmm. The cereal was going well.
I'm glad it's going well.
I'm about half done.
Good.
Thanks. Really appreciate your vote of confidence.
Where's the Halloween costumes this morning? I forgot it was Halloween on Sunday.
Yeah, we're not celebrating Halloween this
Yeah.
year.
There's a
not-
lot going on.
Yeah. It's fine. I
Yeah.
forgot that Halloween is a concept. All right, we got the pumpkin and skeleton mug, so like that's...
Yeah. Look,
This is the last stream for that. I just remembered. This is the last stream. So, whoever's in the lead at the end of this breakfast stream is the true winner of Halloween.
Yeah.
Pumpkins or skeletons. And right now, it's not looking great for pumpkins. Not looking great. A lot more skeletons in the lead. This was fun to do though. Like I enjoyed doing something
New on both sides instead of a third option.
Yeah, you know, I don't think we'll always do that, but I think
Yeah.
that was fun to do for like a very, very specific month.
Yeah.
You know, it gave people something else to. It also reset everything, you know, which
Yeah.
makes it a little more fair. I like being Team Pumpkins. It reminds me of I'm David Pumpkins. I'm my own thing.
Ooh, Poppy!
You're welcome for all that.
It is one of the better SNL skits.
The bar's low, unfortunately. But yes, that one's very good. Yeah, Joey's like, David S. Pumpkin. You're right, David S. Pumpkins. I haven't watched that in a long time. I should watch that again.
Yeah. We'll watch that on Sunday. That'll be our celebrating Halloween. And I love Halloween too. It's just, there's a lot going on.
I would have loved to have had the time to watch a spooky movie.
Yeah.
But we are gonna be, do the kids still say hella busy, very, very soon. And, I don't think we're gonna have time to watch a movie.
A lot of our neighborhood has really decked out the houses this year compared to other stuff. Like in the past years.
Jess said, oh, we're supposed to be on Halloween alerts. I'll turn those on. Well, it's fine. And yeah, Mal and I made that, came to that realization. We've been taking more walks now that it's finally not 1 million degrees.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know if anyone else feels the same about
Such
this.
a Thomas statement. Listen, it's fine.
I don't know if anyone else has recognized this, noticed this in their neighborhoods or whatever hood. It's too early.
Whatever hood you live in.
Yeah, no matter which hood you're in. The houses around us are definitely doing more
Decorating.
Halloween decorating than ever.
I think Christmas was really strong last year too. So I'm excited to see what happens this year.
It just feels like there's more houses that are like, yeah, let's do this. Let's decorate.
Yeah.
When they never have before. So like, I don't know. It was it's neat. I like decorations. I don't do them because it's a lot of work.
I want to do them, but
I would do them if we owned a home. I
Yeah.
think.
I just don't
if
wanna
we owned a
move
home, I would do it.
decorations.
But like the fact that we don't, I'm just like,
Yeah.
because then if you buy all the decorations, they gotta go somewhere, and you're gonna have to go in the garage,
They can't go in the garage.
and that's where the spiders live.
Yeah.
That's where the immense amount of spiders live. So
I think there was
Someday.
an influx of spiders because of the last hurricane, because that means more other bugs, and so then they get a boost too.
300 bits from Destel Racing says at the NBC store at 30 Rock, they have the David S. Pumpkin suit on display that Tom Hanks wore. I love it. I mean, even they are hyper aware of the immense success of that sketch.
Yeah.
That sketch actually is kind of like a spiritual sequel to a different sketch that did not do anywhere near as well. I can't remember. I think Larry David is in the other one. I think, and it's like police are at the shooting range or something.
I don't know.
I can't remember it now. The police are at the shooting range, and there's a guy who keeps showing up there, and I think it's Larry David. Is it the character they're playing is Kevin Roberts? Anyway, that's the original David. Like, it's the same formula down to like a T, but it was much better when they did the Halloween themed one. I think it was written by it was the same writer, had the same idea. But anyway, if you like David S. Pumpkins, you've never seen the other one, you can look that up because you'll be like, oh wow, this is extremely similar. It's like, yep, that's the original, kind of the original idea. Young Lamp's got a quote from the sketch.
A noisy end to a dry dog. Tiny Eddie's purple denim crunch.
It is crunchy, so it should be noisy.
A noisy end to a dry dawn. Thousand from Ninja says, can Tiny Eddie give Fossix a snack and send him to bed, please? I think Fossix ended up getting some sleep. It might have been like less sleep than, you know, some other folks, but it's like some sleep. I'm not too worried. I think Fossix will probably be fine. You learn your limits.
Yeah.
You learn your limits.
And over time, those limits change.
Yeah, they do. Ha ha! Whoo! Woo! Yee! Woo! Yeah, they change a lot. Can't argue with that. I really can't. I think I was talking to either Chaz or Jeff or somebody in the kitchen while they were here about something related to that. Where like, I remember in college. Well, I've talked about it at length on here before about how like I would go to bed and like fall asleep in the shower, and I fell asleep in the shower every freaking day, and like that's not a normal thing.
No. But
I also like I ran on very little sleep for just like long periods of time, and that's the difference between I'm going into my 20s, I'm in my early 20s versus I'm in my 30s, because I'm like, oh my god, this is like,
yeah,
I can't, we did the event on Saturday, and I'm like, I've had some rest, I should be fine, and it's nope.
When I was teaching, I had a lot of sleep deprivation because of like trying to get school stuff done and like other stuff done, and I think like over time that long term affected me.
Yeah, I mean, it probably did. I don't know. Sleep is hard. Like if you are someone who you don't have a problem going to bed on time, you don't have a problem staying asleep, you don't have a problem waking up and feeling rested for the entire day. First off, you're magic. Second off, enjoy it, because I feel like so many people, especially people in our age, I'm going to kind of widen our age group here, but like the mid-20s to mid-30s, like that age especially, it's so difficult. It really is. Sometimes we do pretty good, and other times we do really bad, but it's just, it's hard. Colin says, I am a senior. I'm in my senior year of college and regularly get 7 hours of sleep. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing, right? If you can do it, then like make that a habit for the rest of your life, because it's amazing. Sleep is like what affects so many facets of your existence. You have to have good sleep. One of the things that I fluctuate in terms of being good at or bad at, and I bet other people can identify with this in a big way, is you've been busy all day. You haven't really had a lot of time for you. So what happens is you get in bed, you might even get in bed on time. And you get in bed and you're like, all right, bed, but I haven't had any me time, so I'm gonna look at my phone. I know there's probably a few people that are like, I feel seen, but it's true, because if you are missing time in your schedule, regular breaks, or just any sort of
decompressed from the daytime,
that you get into bed and your body craves it really, really badly, and I think it can be really frustrating for people, because you might be on your phone for a bit, and then when you're done, you're not even like, you don't even need the...
Do you see what cups are at?
Well, that's impressive. Also, Jess says, oops. I was like, yeah, that's 6,000 bits, and Peggy was doing flips. But at least I have a little more time to prepare. Well, maybe. Hold on. What rhymes with Sora? Only one thing. Only one thing. Sure. All right. Wait till Chess fixes this. There it is. There it is. It's Halloween, it's fast approaching in the world of Smash. So all the characters decide to have a Halloween bash. They all want to go and have fun with Sora, but they can't because he's currently relaxing in Bora Bora. Relaxing in Bora Bora.
Good job.
He can afford to go to Bora Bora anytime he wants because he got that Disney money.
Yeah, Disney money.
Disney money allows Sora to take frequent vacations anywhere he wants. Also, there's probably other things that rhyme with Sora, but my brain was like, Bora Bora? And I was like, that's weird, but
Flora?
sure. Flora? Yeah.
Like flora and fauna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's other words.
Come play with us, Daddy.
It's so scary. 6,000 from Cool Wow says, sing about Sora and Smash. More like, sing about Sora in Bora Bora. That's where he's at. We haven't done, and actually, I have an update on that. I like how I'm like, here's an update. We haven't done it, and we don't know when we're doing it. That's the update. I don't know. I don't know when we'll do that Smash Co-op Classic episode. I mean, we will do it. I just don't know when.
Yeah.
We did custom Smash with Tom,
Yeah.
and we actually didn't use Sora.
Come play with
So
us, Daddy.
when we do the Sora Co-op Classic, it will be the first time that we've played with Sora.
Yeah.
Can't wait. He looks fun, actually. He looks, because he's got so much of
Floaty.
yeah, like he airtime.
Yeah.
Like he can stay in the air so long, and I really like to play off stage in Smash, and it looks like that's kind of what he does. Is like, I will fight you over there, and Little Mac is like, please God, no, I can't do that. 300 bits from Satsy says, last night the neighbor cats, they still visit, learned about how the pedal machine under my desk works. They did not know what to make of this noisy moving monster that had my legs. I expect they'd attack my feet if I kept going. I mean, some cats do. Some cats, the people are toys.
Yeah.
We were always really firm with our boys that people are not to be bit or scratched or whatever, roughhoused. But there's a lot of cats that's not a thing, and like they'll wrap their little paws just around your ankle and bite. My mom likes to play with Rocco that way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's sometimes Mom will come over and she'll have like big like scars and bite marks and stuff, and I'm like, you playing rough with the cat again? She's like, oh, he's just so much fun. I'm like,
Bless you.
excuse me. Yeah, he doesn't do that with Dad,
No, he doesn't.
and he doesn't do it with me. Only does it with Mom. It's just what he wants to do. Bossick skipped a sub to Stochastic. I know that guy.
He was just here.
He was just here. He was just here. Thank you, Bossick. 30 bits from Orpega says, I used to have a daily train commute of about 2 hours each way. I'd be exhausted by the time I got home and still stubbornly would stay up for like 3 extra hours. I feel very seen. Yeah, it's just, there's something in us that is very difficult to overcome. Like, you have to, I think the only way to really overcome it is to screw things up badly enough that you finally are like, you have to go to sleep. And I think even then it's only like a temporary solution.
Yeah.
Honestly. It really is. Like, if you manage to tell yourself, hey, I felt like crap for a week because I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just go straight to bed. You probably manage that for a bit, but at some point you're going to slip back into it because you're not getting enough time for yourself otherwise.
Yeah.
It can be extra bad if you have no days off. Ask me how I know. 300 bits from Anne, who says, I have a different kind of media problem before bed. I like to watch videos on my Kindle, and both my cats immediately decide that between me and the screen is the only place they wish to be. So they're vying for your attention. Because you want the attention of the Kindle, which I guess makes it sound like the Kindle is a sentient being. But then also they're like, hey, this is my time.
Kepler's content to just lay on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't really have to be between me and anything, which I guess is kind of nice. But he does want to always be around.
Yeah.
Touch a metal, 'cause it is getting winter. I got that set up. Has it been set up? Anyway, it's set up. For a time it wasn't. 500 bits from Fossix, who says, I'm sorry for worrying everyone with my sleep lately. I swear I normally take care of myself. It's just an unfortunate combo of extra life and work paging me out of the moon as the on-call to deal with problems. I'm sorry. And I hope that you get some sleep soon. The good news is Extra Life is over.
Yeah.
We don't have to think about Extra Life for like another 50 weeks. So that's good. I can't help on the work paging you, though.
Yeah.
Fossick says, I got called twice at 2:30 this morning.
Aw.
Yeah. That's one thing I cannot relate to.
I need more water, and I'm also going to spin Kepler so he's in the sun.
Okay. I mean, I get messages from Dan that they're like, hey, can you do a thing? But he's not calling me at 2:30 in the morning. He's like, I need Breath of the Wild stat! Like, that doesn't... We don't have that. So, can't really relate to getting paged on the job. But I hope that it calms down if there's a calmness in sight at some point. And she says, I think Dan has plenty of Breath of the Wild. I mean, so I didn't send it all to him, right? Even though it's been done since, when has it been done since? June or August? He didn't get it all at once because it's just a lot. So what I do is, as he finishes editing a VOD, he just requests the next VOD. So like he requested a VOD yesterday. 38, I think, is the one I sent him. So he requests it, but like he's requesting it like a week or more in advance. It's not like he's like, oh crap, it's got to come out at noon, and it's in the middle of the night. Quick, send it to me. I mean, he's doing it pretty far in advance. Oh, there's still muffins.
There's still a lot of everything.
There's still cake.
There's still cake.
I gave Pod 44. Since I saw it, I'm thinking of it. 44 VODs. My parents stopped by yesterday to... What did they stop by for? They dropped
off the coffee.
Okay, they dropped off something. Anyway, I was like, oh guys, you should take some of this cake. And they're like, we don't want to take your cake. And I was like, you are not familiar with the size of the cake. I was like, this cake was very large. There is still cake left. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. Also, in addition to the size of this cake, you made like dozens and dozens of baked goods. And she was like, okay. So I cut her off. I mean, what would for a normal size cake would be a normal piece. But it was...
The cake is so tall.
Yeah, it's, the cake is scaled up. So it's a giant cake. And I gave it to her and she was like, oh, that cake must be huge. And I was like, yeah, I was trying to explain. Like, this cake is gigantic. So even after giving her some of that cake, so her and my dad tried it last night and they loved it. They said it was great. Even after doing that, there's still a quarter of the cake left. So there's still a lot of cake. Yeah.
And there's still a lot of the stuff she made.
Yeah, and my mom made...
Chaz and Jeff didn't take enough of it with them.
They gotta come back and eat some. My mom had made cookies and then also muffins. I know Mark was asking about muffins. There was just so much. There was so much. Diddy says, was it a full sheet? No.
It was a layered cake.
It was a layered cake, and I know that people are going to be like, oh, it was a layered cake. And it's like, you don't understand. You just don't understand. The box that the cake came in, this is not an exaggeration. This is like real. This is how big, like the honest to God, the cake is this square, you know, like it's huge. And the cake is, I bet the cake's this tall. Like it's the cake could have fed 50 people. The cake could have fed 50 people, 40 people. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, it's a very large cake.
yeah. It's a circle cake. The box it came in, so it's missing the corners. Yeah, it's a big cake.
Need a snack? Why not try Tiny Eddie's Pale Ferocious Bars?
Pale Ferocious Bars. It's 1,000 for Fossex, who says, but also wanted to say thank y'all for making Extra Life such a success. From the Myrtle Beach crew for running it, to everyone donating or just chatting, you guys make this community so wholesome. Now, Eddie, what should I have? Well, you can't go wrong with the Pale Ferocious Bars. And
Also
Fossex,
to the mods.
yeah, and Fossex, thank you. I know that you conveniently left out the folks who help run the stream start to finish, and that is the mods. And actually, I was talking about it on the vlog. The vlog's not out yet, but a lot of times people associate mods with like keeping the peace, and that's actually a very small amount of what they do, especially for an event like Extra Life. One of the big things that's going on is like during Extra Life, there's so much art shown, and like the mods are the ones that get the art. Like the mods go get the art, queue it up, and do all of that stuff. So the mods are taking care of that element, and that's like a big element just in and of itself. Let alone watching chat, making sure that if people have questions, that they're answering those questions. There's just a lot. There's a lot to it, and we sincerely appreciate it. It is a huge group effort from a lot of people, and it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. And chat, updating the FAQ document as well. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of work, but it is worthwhile because $125,000 is an insane amount of money, and being able to present that to the children's hospital is just fantastic. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it every year, and I'm happy to have done it for 10 years, and we plan to do it again next year.
I
So.
measured the cake. The cake has a radius of 7 inches, diameter of 14,
Yeah.
and it is 6 inches tall.
It's a lot of cake.
It's a lot of cake.
It's a lot of cake. The height of the cake is just...
Yeah.
The
Andrew says that is a tall cake. Yes.
Yeah, it's a big... It's a big cake. What is a diameter? A diameter is the measure across a object.
A round object through the center.
A round object through the center. The radius is half of that. I do know, like, 6 things. And there's 6 things about math. That's one, and I can add. I know there are more. 4 months from Saracen. Hearing that yak a lot. 300 from Aldo says, I had to leave Extra Life in the middle of a Spy Fox, but I'm glad to see that Billy the Wizard did eventually get played, and looking forward to reaching that in the VOD. Also, yak. You shouldn't be looking forward to it. A bit like, for as bad as Ninja Bread Man was, Billy the Wizard is worse. Billy the Wizard is the worst.
Game we played?
It's the worst game we played. And it was... Ninja Bread Man was built up by John. I don't know if John's ever played Billy the Wizard. It's really bad.
If that was his choice, he knows how bad it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad games, and we played very few of them. But...
Did someone convert
bad.
that inches to centimeters? I didn't see because I was pulling up a chart. almost 18 centimeters in radius and over 15 in height is the cake.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Nintendo says, could you call that a game, though? I mean, it still qualifies as a game. What doesn't qualify as a game is like, you know, that Barney game for Genesis that plays itself. That's not, I don't know if that's a game.
What about
that's a bad
What about
movie.
the game where you watch Pikachu watch TV?
Yeah, that may also possibly not qualify as a game. I've never played Pokemon Channel, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe here sometime we'll actually
Play more
it.
N64 games.
Well, I've had people ask me like, "Oh, Steven, why don't you do Wii and GameCube together?" And the answer is, while we live here, we literally can't. There's no room to have both of those up. Like, there is not enough room to have all those games out. So as long as we live in this house, that will literally never happen. I'm not thrilled about it, but that's where we're at. 300 Bits from Radio Dread says, here's to my favorite alert, the yak. Which
Jeff's favorite, too.
Yeah, which amused Jeff to no end. So I love that. And 6 months from Miami, Florence. Thank you. Yeah. We'll see what happens next year. Not making any announcements yet for the system or systems that will be played next year. I'm gonna wait and see exactly how everything goes. But is it fair to say that there will be Extra Life next year? And the answer is yes.
We have some hopes for it, so.
Yeah, we have some things we'd like to do. We're just not.
Yeah.
We're not gonna guarantee anything quite yet. So
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I've got ideas for next year. I've got ideas for the future of what the event would be and how it would go. So we'll see how all this turns out. For now, let's not worry too much about it. The next stop on Steven and Mao and other people don't get enough sleep and make a charity happen is Coliseum. And that's there'll be more about that pretty soon. Next month?
I don't remember, but
Yeah, there'll be some more information coming out pretty soon. So we'll learn a little bit more about it. I say we. Everyone in the world will learn more about it soon. So we'll stay tuned. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Let's see what else.
we already talked about my video on Saturday. What Steven and Friends is Saturday?
Woo! Job. Woo! That was fast. That's just another clown.
Yeah.
Of course, it's 300 from Satsy. I didn't have anything in for lunch, so I ordered a breakfast: bacon, eggs, mushrooms, and sausages. Oh my god, that sounds good. This will be so good for my cholesterol, I'm sure. Bacon, eggs, mushrooms, and sausages. I'm making new clowns. I don't even try. It needs cheese.
We have hash browns and eggs.
In my personal opinion, for me, no, not everyone can eat cheese, but and hash browns. But then you're dealing with like a scramble of epic proportions. Oh my god, stop. I'm getting the vapors. This is extreme. Jesus, it sounds so good. Sorry.
Jess said you make it too easy.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is literal crap compared to a bowl of bacon, eggs, cheese, mushrooms, sausage, and hash browns. Oh my god. Ah! That is so good. Woo! Also, mushrooms for breakfast is underrated.
What about tomatoes?
Also underrated.
Cherry tomatoes?
Also underrated. In the UK, they do.
I know.
They do mushrooms
I know.
and tomatoes for breakfast on the reg, and they do not do that here. And occasionally, you'll find a place here that does that, and it's good.
There was a place in
Very
LA
good.
that was not too far from Alex and
I
Haley.
could cry.
We talked about going, and then we never did.
I could
They had a
cry.
full English
I love
breakfast.
breakfast so much. I love it. That was actually so. Whenever we went to
Ireland.
Ireland, we ate like kings every morning. It was amazing. It was incredible. It was incredible. Oh my God, when you had a cup of coffee and a cup of tea, I was like, yes, yes. There's a lot of places in the world that you can go and you can visit. But if you want good breakfast, you gotta go to the UK.
I want to
You gotta
go
get a
and
British
do
breakfast.
like London and Scotland and like do like a loop.
A cup of pumpkin and a cup of skeleton. 300 from Decoy Troy says, have you heard that Pokemon is partnering with Sumo? I believe there's going to be a Pokemon-themed attire worn by the wrestlers, and I've already seen a Pikachu mascot in a dojo. Yes, we actually were just talking about that.
There's the Mawashi, the fancy aprons for the entering ceremony. There's going to be a
And the
Pokemon
flags.
one. And one of the Kyoji, I think, is wearing some Pokemon theme thing. And yeah, the flags.
Yeah, if you've never been into sumo, it might be a good time.
I think the January Basho is the one where all the stuff is going to be.
Yeah.
The November one is going to have some of it.
Okay. Yeah.
That was my impression from the article I read.
I'm just really looking forward to, the wrestlers doing their thing, and then the Gyoji having like a Pikachu hat on or like a tail. I don't know what.
I think
what
it
it's
would be
gonna
like the normal Gyoji outfit, but like the fabric, instead of like the patterns that they normally have, it would be like Pikachu's.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, so that's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. 3 bits from Diddy Eggs, who says, I'm curious, Mal, what is your favorite South Carolina signature food? And
South Carolina
And Steven, what's your
specific?
favorite Wisconsin signature food?
If you limit it to like South Carolina, not just Southern food, chicken bog.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been craving some chicken bog.
yeah, I mean, that's super, super local, but yeah.
I mean,
that's probably my favorite too.
the pimento cheese is good, and like the Wisconsin person in me really wants to hate it because it is a crime against cheese, but it's really good and you can't stop eating it.
I like the phrase crime against cheese.
Have I been to an oyster roast? No, I'm not a big fan of oysters.
Yeah, I don't need oysters. Otherwise, I would have. To say, for me, a South Carolina signature food, just to say something different than Mao, I guess would probably be like a pig pickin'. Which you've never been to.
No, but
I don't
we
know
did
that
do
you.
in Wisconsin once. We did like a whole roast pig like on a spit for 4th of July one time somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was the same because it was like more Hawaiian themed.
Yeah. Well, also generally, you don't do a pig picking on a spit roast here.
Yeah.
You do it laid out.
Yeah.
You smoke them. For Wisconsin signature food, I don't know, brats, I guess. I didn't have a brat until I went to Wisconsin, and my first brat was a pretty darn authentic brat because
Yeah.
I was with I had only just met Mark, Mal's dad. I had only just met him. Like, we had been in the car together for like
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was, super awkward and weird for me, right? Because I'm like, I have to impress her dad. We're in the car and we're driving, and there was a church that we pass.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a meat market.
I think it was a church. I think it was like a church doing a
A brat fry.
brat fry, and he was like, "Oh, we gotta stop and get a brat." Steven, you had a brat before? And I was like, "I haven't had a brat, sir." Probably said sir back then. So we pulled in, and I had a brat for the first time, and it was extremely good. It was
What is a brat? A bratwurst.
a bratwurst. It's different, you know, because the closest thing that I could associate it with would be, I mean, like a hot dog, but we have sausages and stuff here, but like I didn't grow up eating a lot of like sausage or anything. So the closest thing I could really associate it with was a hot dog, and it's not a hot dog.
No.
It's extremely different.
And occasionally you can get bratwurst at Publix here, but they're not as good.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. I liked it a lot. I know some people had asked what a pig pickin' is. Pig pickin' is just it's the whole pig. It's like a spit roast. It's like the same idea, but generally a traditional pig pickin', they'll lay the pig out just on the whatever it is. It's a grill. It's like a big grill or a smoker or whether it's usually a really like the people that if someone's putting it on, they have a huge one to fit the entire pig, and then there'll just be like tongs, and you just like get the meat. It might be extremely gross for some people, and I completely understand, but it's just kind of a thing here. So you just like there'll be a bunch of other foods, and you'll get your foods, and you'll go up to you'll have like a lot of people do like pork sandwiches. And you just go up and you just like reach in and get the meat out. Again, not for everybody, but it's a very typical thing here.
Someday I'll get you up to Door County, the peninsula in Wisconsin, and we'll go to a fish boil. They have like a big cauldron of water, and then they put in baskets of like potatoes and carrots and fish, and then it boils over, and that's when you know it's done. So you watch that happen, and then you go sit back at your table, and then, you know, once it boils over, they dish it all up and bring it out.
Okay. And he says, as long as the pig doesn't still have a head attached, I can do that, no problem. It always does. So you may have a problem. I've never been to a pig pickin' where it was not just 100% the whole pig. But you know, pigs are large. So you just don't go to that side of the grill. Just go to the other side. Go to the other side of the grill.
I need to pull up pimento cheese so people can know what it is.
And it's so strange. I've talked about it before. I also have an issue with like food looking back at me.
Yeah.
You know, like we've talked about. Like I can't eat shrimp that still have the head. It's impossible. Like I cannot do it. Love shrimp, but there's a lot of places, maybe not so much around, although some places local will do that, but a lot of, you know, certainly international places, it's the whole shrimp. I just can't do it.
Fossick's has a
But I
link
just
to pimento cheese.
I don't have that with the pig for some reason. I don't know why.
But pimento cheese is shredded sharp cheddar, cream cheese, mayo, and seasonings, and pimentos.
It's
more like a spread that's a mix of things, and not like an actual cheese that has been made.
Yeah. Well, what did you say? A crime against
cheese.
A crime against cheese.
I want to hate it, but it's really
cheese.
Tasty.
500 from Cheese Hammer says, so I heard someone say something about cheese crimes, and I'm not entirely sure if I'm for those, against those, or am one of those. But regardless, there's cheese involved, so I'm interested. You couldn't really hammer pimento cheese. Would not go well.
No.
And you wouldn't freeze pimento cheese.
There's a few people who are like, it sounds like a crime. I want to hate it because of what it is, but it's really tasty. It's really good on crackers.
Yeah, and I'm actually not a huge fan of pimento cheese. I've had it a few times.
Well, it's because it has cream cheese and mayo in it.
Yeah, and I've had it a few times, and I'm just like, There's other things I would rather eat, but it is big here. It's a common gift.
Play with us, Daddy.
Giving people like a little tub of
Pimento.
cheese. That's a common gift around here. Learned from Shia says, my family has an Easter tradition where we roast an entire lamb on a spit. Takes around 5 to 6 hours, and picking at it is one of the best things. Yeah, and like that's gonna be common in different places with different
Animals.
Different sorts of meat. Growing up, and I've talked about it before, like we didn't do pig pickings, right? That would have horrified my vegetarian mother. But I went to events and stuff where that was
Yeah.
happening.
Churches put them on, and
Yeah,
like
a lot.
sometimes festivals will have them.
Yeah, there's just a lot of different events that would do that sort of thing. Lamb was something that we never.
Yeah, lamb is not
I
really a
don't-
big thing.
I don't know. I don't even know
Maybe
when
in
I
some
had
parts of the
lamb,
U.S., but
I think I was actually much older,
yeah.
much older.
There was a yam festival in North Carolina over the weekend. And they have a mascot that is a large yam in a coveralls. And did you see in the Extra Life chat? I was like, guys, we could not do Extra Life and go to the yam festival.
Yam. Thank you, Chad. Food crimes.
Come play with us,
300 bits
Daddy.
from Pink Batima says, so I think my German passport was literally just revoked when I did not get that brat. It's just bratwurst. So yeah, I am tangentially aware of the German sausage bratwurst. Yeah, in Wisconsin, that's just a brat. If you want to go down and we'll get some brats.
All of the German speakers will be very upset to learn that we call it a brat fry because the word brat is fry.
Oh, that's a real good one. Y'all, well, now this is now my German. That's a real good one, eh? You go down there and
It's like
do a
saying
fry
chai
fry.
tea because chai means tea.
You trying to drink your tea? You're gonna have some tea with your fry. Perfect German accent, by the way. Doing a great job this morning.
In the melting pot that is the U.S., lots of German and Polish people
Yeah, I mean that's
ended up in Wisconsin.
that is one of the things I think makes the country fun. You know, is one of my favorite things is food and experiencing new foods and a variety of foods from different cultures, and that is one of the benefits of the U.S. is that it's like 50 different countries, and then also within each country you've got people from all over with all sorts of backgrounds, and there's just such a focus throughout the entire U.S. on food, and it's wonderful. It's honestly, it's just wonderful. I love it. It's one of my it might be my top reason for traveling, actually.
And there's
Like-
neat things like that happen, like in Louisiana, like you get this Creole, Cajun, but also French influence.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of really neat things that happen there.
yeah. Anyway, food is great.
Yeah.
I love food. You've probably gathered that once or twice, maybe a little bit. Are you guys gonna play Mario Party Superstars? No.
Do you know what we're playing tomorrow? Because I sure forgot after this past weekend.
Yeah.
Or is that going to be a tomorrow morning conversation?
Yeah. I forgot that Mario Party Superstars was coming out tomorrow. To be honest. To be perfectly honest. We had a plan, but now I'm like, well, hold on. I might think about this. Then we'll play something. Just we'll play something. Don't worry about it. We'll come up with something. Something is everyone's favorite game, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves something. Good, but not Connect 4. I can guarantee you we won't play that.
I really wanted to play Connect 4 at 5 a.m. on Sunday morning. So badly. Like the last Extra Life game.
Oh, the Hasbro game
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
Come play with us, Daddy.
Can you imagine me trying to play?
I know.
I wouldn't have done
I know.
I don't know. Maybe I would have done great because when we got to that matching game,
Yeah,
like,
you
I
did
was
real
like,
good on memory.
Yeah, I did pretty good. Thurina from Satsu says, yak, I just want to hear it. And Thurina from Chai says, as a Greek speaker, I will say that chai is actually supposed to be pronounced sai. There is no ch sound in the Greek language. Well, it's too late. that ship has sailed. We're never gonna be able to pronounce it otherwise.
India, like Middle Eastern.
I don't know the origins of these words. I only know how to consume them.
It's Hindi for tea, according to Google.
Hindi for tea. Ah, there you go. Things to announce. We already know that like tomorrow is a Friday.
Yes.
As a result, there is a video game. Tune in tomorrow. There will be a video game. I was gonna announce a video game, and now I'm like, yeah, maybe we'll change our minds. I don't know. Play something. Some video game tomorrow. It will almost certainly be upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, then I'm not going to be getting this room clean.
Yeah. Disc only next week? Maybe. Maybe. It's a little up in the air. It's a little up in the air.
It's your fault this month.
Yeah, it's my fault. We don't know yet, to be honest.
Give your kids a treat with tiny Eddie's powdered oven roasted typical gloomy squares.
It's a lot of... Wait, are you describing Cinnamon Toast Crunch? That's bits from Grabobly. Tiny Eddie, do you have an idea what the video game tomorrow is? No. But have you considered powdered oven roasted typical gloomy squares? Oh, that's the Halloween edition Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Gloomy square. There should be a cereal that debuts in October every year called Gloomy Squares. I like gloomy squares. I like that a lot. Other things, today is the finale of Luigi's Mansion. It's over.
Yeah.
I mean, it was over a month ago when we played it on stream, but now it's over for a new audience. And hopefully vlogs.
Yeah.
I have not been able to get anything done since before Extra Life. I caught up to right before we did Extra Life, and then since then I've been like not doing it, but I'm working on it. And that's it. Jacebook, we don't know. We do not know about Disc Only. Like it might be next week. It might not be. We'll find out. But right now I can't tell you that it's normal time slot because it's up in the air. So we'll see. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. Yeah. All right. I'll try and get some vlogs out because I need to get caught up on that. Otherwise, stream tomorrow and the new Mal Mix on Saturday.
Yeah. All will be explained soon.
Yeah. Actually, on that note, I do apologize for being a little cryptic because I feel like I've been a little cryptic over the past few weeks, maybe even months, about like some of the stuff that's upcoming. But we will be explaining it like in the next few days. We're gonna have a vlog out or just like explain everything that's going on because there's a lot. There's a whole freaking lot. There's a whole freaking lot of stuff, and we'll talk about it soon. Final alert: 200 bits from Disaster lives in me. Thank y'all. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Y'all have a great Thursday. We will see you tomorrow night. It'll be a video game. I can't tell you which one. We got to like figure it out. But you know, once we do, it'll be on your screen tomorrow during the normal time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, I always say 8, and that's true. It's when the video game is on, but like, you know, we're technically up at like 7:40.
Yeah.
They know that. We've been doing this a long time. I'm Thunder Dunkins. Any questions?
And the skeletons?
They're part of it. Oh, I didn't have, oh God, I didn't have my mouse in the right place, and now I don't know how to get back to the thing to turn it off. I gotta, what was our final? Yeah, not really even close. Not really even close. Skeletons win Halloween! Let's give a big round of applause for Skeletons. Skeletons are the winner of Halloween this year. You know, good run for pumpkins, but Skeletons are the winners. Go Bones. Good Bones.
Is today Bones?
Today is Bone Day.
Did you ask Noodle?
Is this a joke that I don't understand? Is this a reference to the Gorillas? It's the music that we choose. It's the All right, now
since it's Bones Day. Okay.
Now I'm really done. Oh yeah, and these are available until Monday,
Okay.
right? That's November.
Yes, Monday was the 1st.
All right, we're done.